Two medical announcements, I guess, to talk about. Number one, a couple days ago or a day ago, Trey Wingenter he's having some irritation in his right elbow. We're still checking it out, but I think we're going to be down a couple days. Test where we're at 4 or 5 days from now, and go from there. And then the second thing is Tommy Pham has been cleared through Major League Baseball, and he will be back at practice starting today. So with those two things being said, we'll take some questions. No, we didn't have an issue. And, the reason why is, we had a little bit maybe more information than maybe the public. And we certainly want to, protect our players and their privacy and all those things. At the same time, certainly aware of, what the imagery on that could look like. And so definitely understand the concerns. But, he was cleared by local doctors, local officials. His quarantine was up. And, as long as he was, with a mask and social distancing. So definitely sensitive to the fact of, what that, may look like to, the public, but knowing the facts and understanding the sensitivity and respecting Tommy's rights as well. I think as an organization, we're comfortable. And then, we're excited to have him back today. And so we look forward to seeing him today, and glad he's cleared and feeling well, and excited to see him on the field today. I'm comfortable we'll get there. I'm not comfortable that we're there right now. All these, players, myself, everybody included, this is new to us. And so, continuing to educate our guys, on that. And I imagine, with the players, the one thing that if I'm speaking for some of the players, the one thing that they're ultra respectful of and appreciate are the fans, especially young fans. So, it may get to the point where we have to, deny doing pictures and things like that, which is heartbreaking. And it's something new. But, why the pandemic and everything's going on, we just got to continue to educate our guys and talk about the health and the risk and things like that. So while it may not be perfect now, I believe, we will, not just us, but just baseball, the industry, I think we'll get better as we continue to educate ourselves and get going.
Jayce, is it your understanding that Tommy hadn't passed through MLB's protocols at the time that he was out there last night? And if so, is there any repercussions for that written into those bylaws that are in the MLB guidelines?
It's my understanding that through the local doctors and officials that he had been cleared. We've gotten word with MLB, and there are a couple more check boxes and protocols that he had to go through. We just got word this morning that baseball had cleared him. So at the time last night, the only thing, we were aware of is that, through the local officials and doctors that his quarantine, he was released from his quarantine.
All right. Marty Caswell, 1360.
Hi, Jayce. What have you specifically told your players about their behavior when they are in public? Whether it's going to be, going to a restaurant, the things that we are all allowed to do here in California. And I do believe the Blue Jays are going to start fining their players a significant amount of money if they are seen anywhere away from their bubble, their hotel, and their ballpark. Has there been any conversation to going that extreme on the Padres?
Yeah, we've had conversations. In fact, we're going to have more conversations. It was in the schedule today, and it's going to be part of our schedule throughout the year, is the continuing education and understand that we haven't grown up with this, so things are going to be different this year. And what does that mean? Can a group of 4 of them go and golf together as long as they're staying isolated? If they're part of our bubble, that's probably yes. But are we able to go to barbecues, restaurants, bars, those are probably no, going forward and continuing to educate ourselves. And then, we're going to educate them. And then at the end of the day, they've got to be responsible for one another as well. So that's what we're continuing to have talks on. These are the, discussions going on. And like I said, this isn't a one-day opening spring training speech. This is continued, throughout the year with follow-ups, every day, every other day, et cetera. So we just know that we're going to have it on our calendar, and we're going to continue to preach it, teach it, and live it.
Can I get your thoughts on Buster Posey becoming the latest player to go ahead and opt out? And do you think this might become a bit more common in the next few weeks as the season nears?
I know every player has their own individual situation at home, and obviously Buster Posey's career, speaks for itself. And I just read briefly some of his, comments dealing with a personal decision, with family. And I think, for anybody that, has their reasons, I respect that. We all have, our reasons for either we're going to play or we're going to sit this season out. And I think, I'm very open-minded, and I certainly respect his decision and the reasoning, for his decision.
All right, Bernie Wilson, AP.
Hey, Jayce, how you doing?
Hi, Bernie.
So Pham then has had a second negative test. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
Okay. Do you know when that was?
I don't have the exact date. I don't. No.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.